In 2011, a young woman named Savannah Dietrich was raped by two members of her high school lacrosse team. The boys recorded the assault, posted it online, and it went viral. As punishment, they received 50 hours of community service. So Savannah decided to post their names on Twitter. She felt as though the criminal justice system had failed her, and although the boys' sentences were eventually revised, sadly her story is too common. As many as 1 in 5 women, according to the World Health Organization, and 1 in 20 men will experience some form of sexual violence during their lives. This means that we probably all know someone that this has happened to, but perhaps they never told you because they didn't think that you'd believe them, or they went to the police and they didn't believe them either, or they blamed them for what happened. It's because of these reasons that online tools like social media have become so vital for victims to be able to speak out about their injustices and to engage in new forms of social activism. And this is what my thesis explores: the nature, use, and scope of online spaces like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and blogs for anti-rape activism. I interviewed managers and creators of these online campaigns. I surveyed their users, and I did an analysis of the content and interactions happening in these spaces. I wanted to know how and why they're being used, what's different about the online sphere, and is it actually possible to generate any meaningful social change through these new forms of activism? I found that some, like Savannah, do use them to name and shame perpetrators of rape and to highlight the impossibility of the criminal justice system to be able to effectively provide justice for victims of rape. The veil of silence, shame, and secrecy that stops many victims from coming forward offline means that these online spaces have become platforms where victims can come out and claim their experiences. Most, though, use them as a means of garnering public support and recognition, not just of their own experiences, but to highlight that rape is a serious social, political, and legal problem. What victims and activists want is to be seen, heard, and believed. While some, like Savannah, are able to find this kind of support online, many are still not. And so my thesis seeks to analyse why this is and highlights the devastating impact not being seen, not being heard, and not being believed can have on survivors' lives. I know that with this research, I can't take back the violence inflicted on the lives of the people that I work with, nor can I alone end the violence. But what I can do is use their voices to help influence the public, law and policy makers, to ensure that survivors get the support that they need so that people like these up here on the slide will always be seen, heard, and believed. Thank you.